Nintendo Music is probably one of the weirdest things we've seen from Nintendo in a while, alongside Alarmio, but it also makes the most sense. Like, for those that don't know, Nintendo has actually released a music app for iOS and Android devices, which you can access with your Nintendo Switch Online membership. Whether you have the standard pack or the expansion pack, you can now access this app on your phone. Now, currently, from what I understand, it has soundtracks from like 23 games and consoles, which to me is quite good to launch with. And I'm pretty sure they had one more track after they obviously did the whole launch. But with the announcement that they were going to be at games like Wii Sports' soundtrack and Legends of Zelda Wind Waker, this is honestly incredible. Like, do I think this could take on Spotify and Apple Music? I don't really think so. Like, I don't really think this is like supposed to be the next big music platform, largely because obviously it's only Nintendo's music. However, I do think that this could be sort of the catalyst for something new, because Nintendo's clearly in sort of a weird area where they're trying to become more like a media company than a gaming company. And I think this is just kind of going to be interesting. Like, I feel like if we can start seeing more and more tracks from legacy Nintendo games added to Nintendo Music, and they just grow the library, I think it could be really incredible. I think it could be a great little tool as well for game devs who want to like get some inspiration, or artists who want to get some inspiration. And it also helps with sort of like more preservation of the aspect, because music's kind of weird when it comes to preservation, because how music tends to work with preservation, you seem to have, like, when an artist passes away, for example, their estate then owns the rights to their library, and then they will sell. Then over time, that estate will eventually sell that library to the highest bidder. So, for example, Sony Music, for example, owns quite a lot of legacy bands and that. However, in this case, Nintendo could really mine this, right? They could put like the most obscure games as soundtracks on there, and people would still probably listen to them, because obviously they're Nintendo fans. They enjoy the Nintendo music, and it might lead to them discovering new games on Switch Online as well. And it sort of helps you fit into that ecosystem, you know? The more game soundtracks they have on Nintendo Music, the more it encourages you to keep your subscription to Switch Online. Switch Online also has many games from these legacy platforms as well, which will then probably encourage people who have the subscription to go from Nintendo Music to maybe from, I don't know, listen to Fire Emblem, for example, on the Game Boy Advance, listen to that game soundtrack to then go to play the game on the Game Boy Advance app. I think this is just the most logical progression for Nintendo. And to see all these games already have their tracks already here, and the promise of future tracks for games like Wii Sports, like Zelda Wind Waker, I think this is really good, because I don't think any other company's ever done anything quite like this. And I'm happy to see it, because I feel like could be the next big thing for Nintendo. Sure, it's a free app within the Switch Online, but I feel like this will encourage more people to keep Switch Online memberships, just to keep the music library, because the music library obviously is huge. You know, Nintendo has thousands of millions of tracks from thousands of games. You know, they haven't really, there's no reason for them to slow down. And hopefully as well, because of the ability to just upload the tracks, hopefully we can get some more obscure games from more obscure Nintendo platforms or games. That would be brilliant. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about this. If you're new, make sure you subscribe, like the video, you know, all that stuff. I've been EC. I'm signing out. Peace.